This week, you get to watch Mia and I demo open. It's not the open, is it? What are we doing? Team Series. This week, Noah and Travis out of HQ, they got stolen, taken out there to do some of the demos for the Team Series workouts. So Mia and I are stepping in place. Chris took us through some of the, HQ stole Noah and Travis to goo. I hope they didn't goo while they were out there.
No, keep going.
So instead of getting to watch them, you're gonna watch Mia and I. Mia and I do Team Series number 5, bar muscle ups, squat snatches, light as could be, fast as could be. You're gonna shred your hands this week.
That makes it sound like we're going way faster than we did.
All right, since Kyle had 10 failed attempts, Travis and Noah are not here. They are doing the workouts at HQ. We are doing Team Series together. We had Team Series workout number 5 today. Spike ball was canceled. Chris was bored, so we filmed it. And we commentated.
All right, so we're gonna be watching Mia and I go through one of the Team Series workouts. This is the bar muscle up squat snatch workout from the 2018 Team Series.
Well, actually, for our YouTube audience, they might not know you guys. Who are you guys?
Oh, hi, I'm Kyle Ruth. I'm a coach at TTT. Been here since 2013.
I'm Mia Gianelli. I'm another TTT coach, and I've been here since last year.
I actually coach Mia. So we're teamed up for the Team Series. We're going to be going through and just kind of watching, a replay of our video here. And as we go, we may give some pointers and coaching advice as we go and comment on kind of what we saw. So
yeah, and just from a media perspective, the only reason they're on tape is because our low-level athletes couldn't be here this week.
Yeah, that's right. So
we had to get the high-quality guys.
High quality or low quality. Me and I kind of just decided to do this like last minute to jump in on the Team Series, but I figured I'm competing in a couple weeks at Independence Games with Coach Mike. She's competing in 2 months down in Florida, so we figured it would be good training for us, so a good opportunity to get kind of like some competitive exposure. So getting into the workout, Mia, you going into this said you were going to break every set of the bar muscle ups into 2 sets. You were pretty much spot on to that there.
Yeah, 2 sets. I said I was going to do half, but going into it, I just decided I'd get over half because mentally that's a lot easier to handle.
6-4 break?
6-4.
How'd you feel on those?
The first set felt pretty good. The set of 9, I started to feel a little bit of grip fatigue, and but it never really got to the point where I started to fail. I think I just mentally got afraid.
At some point, I think it's right here, you hit yourself in the head with the barbell.
Yes, and I say, ow.
I said, don't worry about it.
Everything's okay.
You're gonna be fine.
And I felt like one of his children.
Getting into the bar muscle ups, I mean, I know for me going into this first round, I was like a little bit overly excited. And anytime that happens to me, I tend to like do the movements a little bit faster than I should, maybe have a tendency to blow myself up. So like about 6 or 7 reps in, I realized like, hey, you should probably slow down the cycle rate a little bit because it's 55 reps of each, even though you get a little bit of break between. But I went unbroken, so like pacing strategy-wise, I was going to go unbroken on the bar muscle-ups, and if I was going to break in the squat snatches. Also, if you guys are watching this, you'll see I'm using a similar technique to what, if you watched the event announcements last night that Travis used, where basically you pull the bar to about your knee and just drop directly underneath it so that you're not actually opening the hip completely. It's a little bit faster to cycle lightweight squat snatches that way. That's a technique I picked up from Coach Mike, and I think something we'll be working on with Mia now after watching this. So going into round 2, Mia, what were you thinking going into these bar muscle ups, since I know that's a movement you tend to not have the most confidence in?
Right. It was mainly for me just about not letting myself get into too much self-doubt. I mean, my reps aren't beautiful, but they don't seem to
Those didn't look bad.
Yeah, anywhere near failing. But in my head, I felt I was just fighting that back and forth of, no, you can still keep going. You don't have to stop, which is something we've been working on with gymnastics movements, because I tend to limit myself in my head more so.
Do you feel like you're over resting here? Because like when we were in the workout and I was waiting to go, I was like, oh, you can rest as long as you want, because I wanted the extra rest time. But watching it back on video, if we were to like time those rest breaks, that seems probably longer than you needed based on how well you performed on this next set of bar muscle ups.
Yeah, I think in hindsight we can say that, but I have never done 55 bar muscle ups before in a day or in under 20 minutes, so I think I did overrest, but I don't think it was because I was lazy. I think I was being
You were
cautious.
going into this, though, assuming we were going to finish the workout and get 55 each. I was assuming we weren't going to finish the workout.
He didn't really believe in me.
It wasn't you. I just thought it was a lot of work to get done in a 20-minute.
Which workout did y'all do before y'all did this one?
Well, we did the clean and jerk workout. It's the hang squat clean or hang clean double into a jerk.
It's officially a deadlift plus a hang clean plus a hang clean and jerk. So
Thank
2
you for
hang
the
cleans.
official clarification.
Well,
And you
that's what
PR'd,
was
right?
written. Yes.
Yeah,
so,
Mia PR'd and I was 30 pounds under what I was trying to hit.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I hit,
back to this workout.
Yeah.
So one thing that I wanted to look at, because I can feel this when I'm doing it, was that I feel like I'm getting a lot of thoracic extension going through here and using that to drive the kip. But if I watch it, it looks like it's more of a combo lumbar thoracic. So like it's always, the video never lies. What I feel like I'm doing and what I'm actually doing may not necessarily be the same thing. So one of the things just watching that I want to work on is continuing to improve like just arch hollow swing and thoracic extension at the extension portion of the bar muscle up. I think I can continue to get a little more out of it, but overall, the bar muscle ups felt great here. Again, cycling it where you're just pulling straight under. I think this is a little bit faster for light weights, and if you haven't played around with this, like no hip contact, more narrow grip for really lightweight squat snatches. If you've got good shoulder mobility, that's a great way to do it. So contrast my thoracic extension to Mia's. Mia's got pretty good thoracic extension in the early reps. You can see it every time she gets in that good arch position. A little bit hard because Chris has got the camera a little bit too high, but you can kind of see it there. And then as she fatigues, the amplitude of that kip starts to shorten up, and that's when you start to see we were talking about that right after the workout, you start to see that chicken wing that pops up. Did you need chalk there?
I don't know. I needed a break to not fail.
Yeah, of course you need a break.
And I think I was going to rest that long whether or not I got chalk, so might as well just get chalk.
Chris, this cinematography is awesome.
Do you disagree?
How do you like the lighting of our gym?
It's great.
Don't you just love it?
It does like a perfect job. It's like a
Makes
combination
us
of...
look
It's like the Bat Cave.
Yeah, tan and jacked. Mia, you're
Yes.
sticking to what you said you were going to do. 2 sets all the way across. Every round.
Yeah. What round are we on?
I believe this is the round of 8.
Okay.
So the first 3 rounds, one of the things I can tell you going into this workout, that the majority of the work is in 8, 9, and 10. And I felt like once we got to 6, the pace of the workout really started to click pretty fast.
See, I felt like until 4, that's when I felt like we could turn it on. Before that, I still had that little voice in the back of my head saying, you could still blow it on these muscle ups, so don't do anything crazy.
Mia, I really want to teach you the no thigh, no hip contact snatch cycle.
I guess I'll come back to it when you get back to the bar. You make contact
On the way down.
I
Yep.
don't.
I think I do that to just kind of eat some eccentric so that my back isn't eating it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But
We'll
does
have to
it
take
end up evening out the cycle time?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We would have to time them.
I'm taller than you.
No, you're not.
Are you?
Nah, she's like a ½ inch shorter than me. Mia might be the second tallest person at Training Think Tank, besides, Adam. So it's basically we got Adam, then me, and then I think Mia.
Are you taller than me?
Why does Adam win at everything?
Because it's Adam.
I'm taller than you.
How
Or
tall
we're
are
the
you?
same height. I'm 5'10".
5'11".
Are you really 5'11"?
I'm 5'11"
Just
as well.
Say you're 5'11".
I'm 6 foot in Jordans.
It's like me, Chris, and Max are all the same height. So that was the first time I broke on the snatches, and basically my forearms were just completely...
We missed our...
Yeah,
we
my forearms were
missed our
blown to
tag
the point
3
that I couldn't
times.
tag. I definitely think that was a function of going unbroken on the bar muscle ups, but I do remember that was the round that I started to rip. So instead of staying kind of like gripped over top of the bar with that like meaty gymnastics grip, I started to move back to more of a fingertip to save that one.
And that blows your
and
grip
that
up
one.
more?
Yeah, that definitely creates a lot more forearm fatigue for me. Like this is easy to hold, and this creates just a ton of forearm fatigue.
Do you do the Noah where you let your grip
Hang
flap
way over? Yeah.
And then
Yeah, so like here's a gymnastics grip tip. So basically like I put my middle finger through the
Ew.
Yeah, those are bad. Put my middle finger through the hole, and then when I jump up, I like just set that over the bar as far as I possibly can, and then just hang on it. I noticed you have like the little fold.
Yeah.
So you like fold it over. That actually feels pretty good usually. It almost feels like you've got that.
I do what you said on ring muscle ups. I like let the flap come over, but I feel like that way where I keep the bunch, it secures it. My back did start to get tired, so maybe I do need to control the eccentric a little bit
eating the
more.
eccentric on your thigh, where, well, part of it keeps the bar closer to midfoot. So it's like you're keeping the weight over your base of support a little bit better, which means your levers are going to be a little bit shorter, which obviously is going to take some of the pressure off your low back. So if you do that, if you eat the eccentric that way and then shorten the concentric portion by going no thigh contact and pulling straight into the bar, you might reduce some of the low back pressure.
I feel like we need to start a series called Eating the Eccentric.
That would be great. Mike, I feel like McGoldrick should be the star of that. And just it's like him eating something and then someone showing you how to do a lift. You can tell I'm starting to get tired on bar muscle ups because I start using my legs like crazy.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
To drive out of the dip. So like early
I
on,
see.
I just kind of pop to the top, and as I get more fatigued, I start to like pause on top of the bar and use my leg swing to drive up, more like a ring muscle up.
Is there anything y'all would have done different now that you've gone through it? Like tips for the folks at home?
I didn't need the break on 8, so I'm about to take a break on the bar here. I did not need that break, and I did not need the break at the set of 8. I could have just kept going.
So that was 7.
Yeah. 8 and 7, didn't need the break on the bar. I mean, I'm not sure what else I could have changed because I went unbroken on those bar muscle ups, and our transitions were pretty fast. I mean, if you really wanted to, if you've got amazing capacity, you could like set up your equipment as close as possible. But I mean, Mia, you're again holding to what you said you were going to do every set of bar muscle ups in 2 sets. I mean, 6 months ago, what are the chances that you would have been able to do that?
Well, for, what was it, 18.3?
Yep.
I did singles on the bar muscle ups
Yeah.
in that workout, so definitely.
This has come a long way. And you've been dealing with that with some shoulder discomfort, and chest to bars and bar muscle ups were 2 of like the things that cause the most problems. So you've been able to improve your capacity while, dealing with some of that. I think a lot of that's just a testament to the fact that you're consistent. You consistently work on arch hollow swings and all the basic components that are involved here. But yeah, you can see on the way down, like you go through some pretty serious flexion cycling, and in order to be able to pull yourself straight under the bar, you're gonna have to, when you're at the bottom, you're gonna have to set up with a lower hip. But it's almost like, if you watch people that are really good at cycling dumbbell squat snatches, they stay with like a low hip the whole time. And it's like they're down like this, and then the bars or the dumbbells overhead, and they're still like their torso angle never changes. That would be the way to do that.
That's definitely something I haven't been comfortable in pretty much any movement. I like to stay high. Like when we did the 7 minutes of burpees, burpee box jump overs, I'm usually pretty tall on them.
We need to take your height and turn it into an advantage by making you learn to make yourself short.
Where did y'all place after week 1?
I didn't look at it at the end. I know you had said we were somewhere like around the hundreds.
We were in at 100.
So adding to the fact that me and I kind of just haphazardly decided to do the team series.
Should we tell them how we attacked week 1?
Yeah.
Super great strategy.
I was traveling to North Carolina last week, so I got back on Sunday and we did all of the workouts on Monday.
Well, so first we said, all right, we'll just do them on Monday. We get in, we are about to start the clock for the burpees, and we go, you know what? Let's go every 30 minutes on the 30 minutes. And we pretty much held that.
We held to that until the very last one, and we took
an extra 15.
Yeah, the double inter walking lunge. So it took us 2 hours and 15 minutes total to finish all 4
then
team series workouts. Then we rested about 30 minutes if I had my way, it would have been 15. And we repeated number 3 again. So
Y'all
that
did
was
better?
Yep.
We did.
Yep, about
Wow.
35 seconds better. So we did 5 workouts in that day. I was pretty tired the next day.
Where did you say you were placed after week 1?
Well, around 100.
I think it was like, when I looked, it was like 102. But
Dang.
I haven't rechecked.
And that was doing them all in 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. And we didn't, before the pull-up one, we were like, no, we're the same height. We'll be good on synchro.
Yeah,
and
we
we
had,
ended up doing, like 17 extra reps or something.
In
on
total, yeah.
pull-ups.
we had
So that's why
synchro problems.
That's why we redid that one.
It was this round where I started to feel like this workout was just kind of rolling. Like there was not really much of a break between the rounds. I think this is a round of 4. And at that point, my grip is completely smoked. Oh, this is a round of 5. Like, definitely going to have to do some more like grip isolated work. And like the reality is, if you're training for CrossFit, they're always going to test these like compounded grip workouts where you're hanging from a bar and then holding onto a bar, and that combination just destroys your forearms. And so you just have to get more exposure to that type of stuff. And I haven't been doing a ton of that. I've been doing more isolated barbell work or isolated gymnastics work. So in order to be ready for something like this, you got to combine the two, or else it's just not going to feel it when you're in there. These look good, Mia.
This is what, 4? I think this is the first one I held. But they're getting pretty chicken wingy. Oh wait, no, I didn't hold.
3-1.
Okay.
But man, I mean, I just remember back to the Open, which we're looking at just like, 5-6 months ago, and you were doing singles with twice the break that you had there, and you just did 3-1.
It's like her spike ball game. She came in not so great. Now she's like one of the best.
Mia is an athlete. That is like, she is an athletic, she has athletic talent, and you can see it. As soon as she starts working on something, you pick it up so fast. It's definitely been the case, like handstand walking was a huge deficit coming out of the Open. And what'd you go, 50 plus feet? Handstand obstacle, like zigzag obstacle course
the
the
most
other,
important part of
and
that.
beat me to hit that 50 feet in a challenge. So there's been a lot of progress there. My progress has probably been like backwards, something like that over the last year.
No.
No, I figured it out.
What did you figure out?
How to do the zigzag.
Oh. All right, so we're what, 3?
This is the 3s, and at this point the workout just kind of like, runs together. I don't really remember much from this point, but definitely takeaways. Mia, we got to continue to go through some testers with bar muscle ups here. There's like no question about that. But now that your shoulder's holding up really well to this stuff, we can start to hammer away at the volume. And you've got a qualifier coming up next week.
Yeah.
So this is the perfect training for it. I know this late in the workout, I was still trying to snap to the top of the bar muscle up, but there was just nothing left in the kip. And don't think I had a lot of faith in my grip at that point. One of my worst open workouts ever was that 7-minute AMRAP of snatches and bar muscle ups. And I don't know why that, like 3 bar muscle ups,
Yeah, I couldn't really do bar muscle ups back then.
that was so much worse than if we were to do like 30, if the workout were like 30 bar muscle ups, 50 snatches at 75, I would have been much better off with that. It's, for some reason, when it starts to get to these like shorter rounds, this is when I was starting to get really, like
Yeah.
you were like taking off on the bar muscle ups, and I was starting to get smoked. A lot of legs on that, a lot of swing. And we have our faithful assistant, Kyle, going in there between
your
every time,
sweat
wiping
off
my
the bar.
sweat off the bar.
I mean, I never thought the bar was slippery.
Make sure we say thanks to him.
And last one.
A little bit of chicken wing on the last one. You couldn't make the last one pretty.
That's because I wanted to go fast.
Look at this tag. Tag, run to the bar. Man, that transition was smooth.
That one was super poppy.
Might have been a no rep.
Who was it?
That was good. That was good.
1803.
1803 was the final time. Chris, thanks for getting the video. Mia, what was your overall assessment here? Did we exceed
We
expectations?
definitely did, because you didn't think we were going to finish.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if I could do 55 bar muscle ups.
We get a check on the exceeds expectations for this one.
What was it like working out with your coach?
It was good. He didn't yell at me. He didn't say anything mean.
I think we've done a lot of workouts together at this point.
We have, yeah. Well, yeah, because we did 5 in one
and
day.
all the swim workouts all summer.
We do repeat open water 800s where I get back. He says he's been waiting for 10 minutes, so it's time to go again. So I rest 45 seconds. He rests 10 minutes.
I'm ready to go again. Let's go. So you just do occasionally like 1,600 to 2,400 meters.
I just do what I'm told.
Yeah, no big deal.
Do y'all have any availability at the moment, coaching-wise?
I can take on a couple of you.
Yeah, I could also take on a couple.
What do they do? Email JP at Training Think Tank?
Email jp@trainingthinktank.com or go to our website and fill out our Getting Started form.
Ka-ching!
And reference an awesome video by Chris.
Yeah.
This one?
Yep.
Can we go play spike ball now? Stop. I quit.